Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My dear learners and those who are watching right now, I welcome all of you on behalf of Chattogram Online School. This is Nurul Aziz, Assistant Teacher, English Krishna Kumari City Corporation Girls High School. Dear learners, hope you are ready with your device and necessary writing materials so that you can enjoy the class properly. Dear students of class 7, please get ready with your English for today book too. So please uh, let's recap our previous lesson. We discussed four different lessons from this unit 9, and we are discussing about climate change. The lessons are the heating up of the earth, the greenhouse effect, what happens next, what happens in Bangladesh. These are the topics that we discussed previously. So today we will discuss the last lesson from this unit, that is what can we do now. That is what can we do. You will find it at lesson 6 page 107. So please open it at page 107. After the end of the lesson you will be able to make sentences with the words, match parts of sentences, identify activities that damage our environment, write awareness slogans. So these are the key learning outcomes of our today's lessons. As usual, we will start with vocabularies that is related to this lesson. First one is lifestyle. Lifestyle. You have heard this word lifestyle. Please write down these words so that you can remember it later. Lifestyle. You have heard this word lifestyle. You see in the picture, this is the lifestyle of general people in Bangladesh, especially in the rural areas. You see this kind of things every day. So this is a lifestyle. What does it mean? It means way of life. Way of life. Way of life means lifestyle. So this is our first vocabulary, and next one is dairy products. This is a phrase, dairy products. Products that we get from the domestic farm animals. It's called dairy products. You see in the picture, eggs, milk, and cheese, so many other things that is very healthy. So this is called dairy products. Next one is tackle. This is a verb, that means challenge. If you want to challenge someone, this is called tackle. So you see in the picture, some players are tackling someone. This is Messi. He's being tackled by some players so that he cannot pass through. So this is called tackle. And now we have rechargeable. This is the electronic devices that we can recharge is called rechargeable. This is a rechargeable fan, so rechargeable. Now we have the main passage that I'm going to read it, and you will read with me at home. Try to guess the meaning, try to understand what this passage want to say. Samina and Arif are now read about the things that they can do to help stop global warming. Read the passage to know about what can we do. It is easy to understand now that the global warming and climate change are caused by humans on Earth. If we make least use of energy, the earth will be least polluted. The golden rule is avoid machines as much as possible. If your family has a car, use it less and walk to the shops. Walking and running are much more fun than sitting in a car. You may use bicycles too. You can save energy by changing your lifestyle. For example, you can often avoid the air conditioning in summer and use hand fans instead. You can also use solar energy. It is free and more environment friendly. You can use energy saving bulbs in your room. If you make a garden, you can grow much of your own food. Do you know that if you eat fewer meat and dairy products, you can reduce greenhouse gas output? You can also save environment by reducing, reusing and recycling the things you use. The most important idea is if you don't buy so many things in the first place, you don't need to greenhouse gas output. You can also save environment by reducing, reusing and recycling things you use. The most important idea is if you don't buy so many things in the first place, you don't need to reuse or recycle them. You can also save energy by turning things off when you don't use them. People often leave lights, heating, air conditioning, computers, TVs, and gas burners on when they do not use them. Thus, they waste a lot of energy. Turning them off saves money too. So, you can tackle climate change and live comfortably. There is plenty you can do. If we all work sensibly, we can save our lovely planet. So, this is our mother planet. If we become responsible, we can save our planet. So, there is an activity for you in B. Match the sentences parts in A and with those in B. There are two columns. In these columns there are 10 parts of sentences to match. So the first one, you see, if I have a shorter showers I will into I can help keep cars off the road. When I leave the room I can save energy by putting on a jumper instead of the heater. Plastic bags harm wildlife. Instead, I can dry my hair in the sun. I can reduce, reuse, and recycle. In my garden, I should plant. When I am shopping, I should. Batteries are highly toxic. If I need to use batteries, I can. So these are the parts you have to complete with these parts in B. So let's see the answers. The first one, if I have a shorter shower, I will save water at home. If you cut short your shower, you can save water at home. Next, I can help keep cars off the roads by walking to school and shops. If my school is in a shorter distance, I can walk to schools and shops. When I leave room, I can save energy by turning the light off. If I don't need to use light, then I can turn it off. Putting on a jumper instead of heater will keep me warm in winter. So if you put on a jumper, it doesn't cost any electricity. 5. Plastic bags harm wildlife. Instead, I can use bags made of jute or paper. Bags made of jute or paper is much more environment friendly. Next, I can dry my hair in the sun without using hair dryer. If you use hair dryer, this is an electronic device and it costs energy. So you can dry your hair in the sun. I can reduce, reuse, and recycle the waste I make. In my garden, I should plant plants that are good for environment. When I'm shopping, I should choose products with less packaging. If the products are with less packaging, then you do not need to bring any polythene or something like that. So you will ultimately save the environment. In 10, you see batteries are highly toxic. There is toxin or poison in batteries. So if I need to use batteries at all, I can use rechargeable ones. The batteries which can be recharged is much more environment friendly than single use batteries. So we have learned so many things that we can do to save the environment, to save energy. And in C, you see the people below are taking care of their home and car, but they are doing many things that can damage the environment, especially our water. Identify the activities which you think may damage our environment. You see people throwing garbage waste materials from their house on directly on the roads. So this is polluting the environment. Again, you see people washing cars on the road, people throwing waste here and there. So this is a very dirty environment. People are making their environment dirty. So we see here some activities that damage our environment. So let's see the activities. Throwing waste on the street. This is polluting our environment. Emitting smoke by driving car. People are driving car on the road, and these cars emitting smoke, and this smoke polluting the environment. Again, you see throwing waste in the canal water. If you throw waste in the running water, and it um, this kind of waste makes the water dirty and pollutes the environment. Again, washing car with clean water. If you use clean water when washing car, and it makes the water dirty and the surrounding environment is polluted. So these are the activities that can pollute the environment. So we it is our duty to stop this kind of activities. In D, you see, look at the list of do's and don'ts. Do's and don'ts to keep the environment safe. Then make a poster in groups on what you can or can't do to save the environment in your city, town, or village. Remember, everywhere the environment can be polluted, not only in towns. So, do's, what we need to do as a responsible citizen, and don'ts, what we can't do, we shouldn't do as a responsible citizen. So let's see the do's. Walk to your school and shops. Walk to your school and shops. Don'ts, don't use cars if you can walk. If you can go walking, then you don't need to use cars. Dry your clothes and hair in sun. If you need to dry your clothes and hair in, you can do it in sun. Don't keep your lights and fans switched on all the times. Do's, plant trees. Plant trees. Use water from a bucket to wash your things. Use jute or paper made bags for shopping. Use rechargeable batteries. Switch off your lights and fans when not in use. So these are the do's and don'ts. Don't use cars if you can walk. Don't keep your lights and fans switched on all times. Don't use hose pipes for washing cars and watering plants. Don't throw away your waste here and there. Don't use plastic bags. Don't use electric dryers. Don't cut down trees. So these are the don'ts. So please remember to follow these do's and don'ts so that we can save our mother planet, ultimately save ourselves. So let's see what activities in the last. See, we have a homework for you, and we have read some do's and don'ts. Based on these do's and don'ts, now write few slogans for a poster using the following clues. So this is your homework. Try to write it at home. Don't throw your worst dash. You have to write anything, any phrase, sentence, clause. Do not use dash bags while shopping. You cannot use too much water for dash. People must use what? So these are the blank spaces that you can fill up at home, and this is your homework. So we have come to the end of this today's lesson. We have by now finished this unit, and we will start something new in my next class on next Friday. So till then, please stay at home, stay safe. Thank you very much for your time.